going on? Welcome back. For those of you new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are returning, I thank you. It means a lot to me that you're here again. We got new parts coming in. As you can tell by the intro, it's very focused on the dash itself. So you'll see what we are replacing in just a bit. Hold on. So a very generous friend of mine decided to be generous and gift me with a not brand new, but brand new to me, different cluster, silver face, which is obviously, an upgrade from mine. Not saying that this is going to fix the issue, but hopefully it does, because the speedometer on mine, which is what you guys saw in the intro, is actually out. So I'm hoping that this fixes it. My car's still in auto, so auto to auto, this is still gonna fit, but it's gonna look better. Little details here and there. So this is it. Gonna give it a proper cleaning, because obviously it's a little dusty, but yeah, it's intact. I'm gonna do a quick video on this today. Shouldn't take us too long. I've taken out one of these before, took it out on mine prior to see if, maybe I can solder the pins back together, see if maybe that would work, but it didn't give me anything. Also, the mileage on mine obviously is off. This is gonna be different than mine as well, but mine stopped reading at 88,000 miles, so who knows how many miles my engine has. But obviously in the future, when I get a new engine put in, it's gonna be obviously with the amount of miles, and see if I can get someone to calibrate the cluster to show, hey, this is how many miles you actually have, instead of just, guessing for it. So, yep, I'll take you along for the ride. For those of you who saw my other video, or the video number 2, this being video number 3, I use chemical guys to essentially wash, and this is what I'm going to use to just kind of give it a quick spray down, try to get all the smudges off of it. But shout out to chemical guys. If you see this, like I said, sponsor me, let me know. So I decided to give it a little Grites poly wax, and man, what a difference. Obviously you can still see the scratches and things like that, but this thing is beautiful. It looks so shiny now and clean. Like, I don't even want to touch it, put my fingerprints on it. But if this doesn't fix the speedo issue, then obviously we're gonna address that as well, and that would be probably for the next video, just because I would have to go buy the part and I already know what it would be. But this thing is nice. So in order to be able to remove this bezel here, you gotta remove this plastic covering, the light switch, this cover here as well, and then there's screws behind here and on this side, or sorry, behind the light switch that holds this in place. They say lower the steering wheel, but upon further investigation, I don't have a lever to lower it, so I guess probably this is just because it's a GL. They say remove the clamshell, but rule number 1, never remove the clamshell, because it's almost impossible to get back together. I'm just not going to risk it. I don't know if I could do it, but let me remove those tabs real quick just so you guys can see what it looks like. All right, so that's this tab removed. And like I said, the screw's right there. So this one just pop off from the side here. It's a switch. I think it's an airbag switch. Mine's all kind of scraped, so I can't even see what that is, but I think it's an airbag light. Then there's the light switch. It has this little tab right there, this one. So you just push it in like that. It's kind of spring loaded, and then it releases from the side here. Obviously pull it out, and then there's the other screw. So take those screws out, and then I'll show you guys how I remove this one. All right, so let's see here, 2 screws. If you're thinking, why is he using a drill for his interior? Well, I've used this drill for anything and everything. Even though it's on max, I don't really go full force with it. I don't, sit there and give it all the ugga-duggas. But, it gets the job done. It makes my life easier. I don't have to sit there and play with it in hopes that I do it fast enough. So there's screw 1. Screw 2. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's got one little tab right there to kind of lock it into place right back here. But as you can see, it has little clips here on the top, which are a pain in the ass to remove. Luckily, they're not like brittle, so I have yet to break it, knock on wood. But this is what it looks like on the inside. I apologize if you can't see. But there is a screw right there. And there's supposed to be a screw on that side, but there's a little metal washer fastener that holds it in place. And it fell somewhere in there, and I have to fish it out. But, yep. Screw is somewhere, yeah, right there. Screw is right here. Still waiting to be placed back in. So hopefully, once I get this out, I can look for it. All right. I'm going to take it out, and then I'll show you guys quick tricks if you don't have a column adjuster. So I completely forgot. This is probably something you guys want to see. I don't know. I'm going to go through it anyway. If you want to see it, cool. If not, I guess you just skip forward. But there's 2 notches. Well, this one's broken, unfortunately, but it's, you know, it's supposed to look like that. Little tab knobs, whatever you want to call them. They have 2 actual slots that they slide in like that. So it'll be lock and then put back in. And then obviously the cables go right there. I'm gonna compare to make sure that the lights, so this is what the lights look like, that the lights that are on my dash correspond with these, so that way everything is the same. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, so rotate it forward, unplug it, pull it out of those tabs, and you gotta kind of snake it through this way. So I'm gonna time lapse that. That way you guys can see it, and then we'll go from there. All right, and here it is. So like I said, you gotta kind of maneuver it in and out. Obviously all my tabs are intact. This is what the back looks like. Got all my lights. This one apparently was out. I'm not sure why. This one here, it's I mean, it's not a big deal, but you know, I like all my lights to work. So yeah, let's compare, and then we'll go from there. So this is a new one, obviously. It looks to me like there are some lights that are different, so I gotta swap those out, make sure that they correspond with mine. Airbag light is out. Or actually, no. They look a little different, but I'm hoping that it's, you know, 1-for-1 swap, and then I'll be good to go. So yeah, let me worry about those, and then I'll plug it back in, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, so the new dash is in. It looks beautiful in there. 127K. As you can see, it's leaning sideways because that little knob tab that goes on the bottom is not there. I have 1 of 2 options. Switch that little metal screw holder clip on this side in hopes that it holds, or open up the housing, take everything out, swap it out with that one, so that one still works. But let's test it out first before we even do anything else. So give me a second. All right, I got key in hand. Let's see how it goes. Well, the lights work, so. That still works. Gas looks like it's good. Let me close the door. Yes, the trunk is open. From the job I did the other day, I vacuumed out the water, and that way it doesn't rust. So let me see something real quick. See if by turning on the lights it does anything. Well, that one works. That one works too, so that's good. So let's see if it anything. Gotta move the screws out of the way, see if it picks up any speed. Nope. So far the test drive, it's not going to work. Also, I do see that the issue I had before where the gear selector light isn't on, so let's give that a quick check and we'll come back. So this video might take a little bit longer than I expected, only because I want to actually swap out this housing with this one, just because this one has both knobs, and I don't want to have to deal with two screws, so the knob and the screw on opposite sides, rather two knobs and just one screw. That way it makes more of a secure connection. That, and honestly, this one's still clean. I can reuse it later. I'm gonna polish that one obviously after, and then we'll go from there. So I'm not gonna sit here and go through that, just because it's literally just the screws all around the housing. Swap out the black piece, and that's it. All right, I'll come back when I'm done. So like I mentioned, the glass housing is literally just the screws on the back. Comes out like this. May have to transfer this one over. I have to see if they line up or not, as well as these. But yeah, I mean, obviously for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna sit here and go through all that, because it'll just be a super long video for no reason. So yeah, I'll swap this over and then come back. All right, she looks beautiful with the silver faces. Yeah, I'm definitely liking that. I don't know if I'll ever get the chrome rings, but definitely looks good. I got my gear selector light finally working, so that's good. It does have an ABS light on. Not sure if that's relevant to my car now, which I assume it is, but long story short, I have to adjust my brakes. If you remember from my other video, my brakes were essentially shot. So also, as you can see, the speedometer did not work. So now the next step would be the speed sensor on the transmission. So once I go pick up that part, that'll probably be the next video. That'll probably be the next fix I do in my car. It should be another quick video like this one. But yeah, this is it. And yeah, there she is. I took off the reflector here. I polished it real quick at home. I might get new ones, but I actually think I like this look, this blacked out look with the ambers. Also might look into amber corners, because those are clear with just the yellow bulb. So that might be a nice accessory I get. Yeah, this is it. It's my baby. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you again. It actually means a lot to me that you take your time to watch my videos. I actually do put some time into it, some effort, although I do kind of ramble, but it's just, I'm just recording as I go. So you know, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If there's something you want to see, if there's something that you want to suggest, please do so in the comments. It helps me out a lot. It actually supports the channel as well if you subscribe and like my videos, turn on notifications. I'm going to try to do a video at least once a week, financially if I can, obviously. Little things here and there I'll buy, but the bigger things, obviously, those are going to take a lot longer, because this is a project car. It's not a car I need to fix, it's a car I want to fix. So I want to bring you guys along. So obviously, you know, supporting the channel helps. Eventually I'll get to the point where I'm going to monetize my channel, so obviously that's going to, you know, help me out as well. So thank you for everything, and if you made it this far, thank you. Peace.